Hi, my name is YouTube intro. 5 ways to get more podcast listeners. By the end of this video, you're going to know how to get more listeners for your podcast. And all of these are great, but the last one is free. It's available to everyone, and you should and could be doing it right now. Was that okay? I hope so. The first thing you should be doing is filming your podcast. If you're not, you're just leaving so many viewers behind. You're not taking advantage of Spotify video podcasts and YouTube as well. You can't cut short videos out of your video podcast to promote it onto social media. So the first thing you need to do is set it up for filming to expand your audience. And then as your audience builds, you can do YouTube monetization, sponsorship deals, and the other revenue opportunities that video allows you to have. Number 2 relies on video, and I briefly mentioned it in number 1. It's using videos cut from your podcast to promote on social media. No one likes needy. And if you're posting a picture of your podcast and saying, please come listen to my podcast, you're asking your audience for something. They don't want to do that. They want you to give something to them. Give it to me. Your audience are basically inherently selfish. They want to know what you are going to deliver to them. They want you to give them value. So cut something controversial, something shocking, funny, interesting. Make it engaging. Cut that out of your video podcast and use it to promote on social media. Leave them on a cliffhanger. Create some mystery. Get them to want to click because they're intrigued and they want to find out more. That's what you want. Don't get needy. That doesn't work. Nobody likes needy. And the third one is use email marketing. Do it wisely. Don't be spam. Nobody likes spam. Email is one of the most effective marketing channels for your podcast as long as you do it well. Social ads can work, website pop-ups, opt-ins at checkouts. These can all work, but again, don't be annoying. What's the difference between something that's creepy and annoying and something that's desirable? It's if it adds value. And offering value, what does that even mean? Well, on the opt-in or the sign-up or the ad, tell your audience what it's about, why they should care. Right? What's the emotional hook? Why should they care about your podcast? That's what you're trying to get them to understand. That's the value. Don't ask, entice your audience. And again, you want to avoid being annoying at all costs. Annoying is bad for your brand. Who wants to listen to someone who's annoying? Okay, number 4 is titles and topics. Now, with titles, you can use clickbait, but the key is you have to deliver on the clickbait, right? Clickbaiting will work, and if you're not delivering, it'll work once or twice, and the audience are going to get wise to your tactic, and they're just not going to click, and you're going to lose listeners. And what is clickbait? It's something so intriguing. It's a question or a statement that's so interesting that they have to click it. They have to know more. They have to find out. Now, the other point about this is the topic, because that helps you with the clickbait title. There's nothing more boring than a couple of guys talking about something that they're really passionate about, or maybe they're not even that passionate, and they're just talking to each other and it doesn't really relate to your audience. Nobody cares that much.
Nobody cares.
So what you need to do is you need to be adding value. Again, it's all about value. You need to be adding value by talking about topics that are relatable and important and exciting and surprising and intriguing to your audience. That's where you get your clickbaitable title from. So how do you find out what these topics are? Well, fortunately, Google gives you a whole bunch of tools to do this. You got Google Trends. You can find out what's trending in your niche. Make a podcast about that. SEO terms that are working well on your website are terms that people are actively using to search for your business. So use that, answer that question. And the same works with if using AdWords, the AdWord phrases that are working for you are the actual things that people are coming to you for. So answer those questions in your podcast. YouTube is the second biggest search engine in the world. So answer those questions with your podcast. YouTube want people to hang around on their platform. So does Spotify, all of the platforms. That's what the algorithms are for. The platforms want to give the viewers the content that keeps them on there for as long as possible so they can serve them ads, right? That's their business model. So give the platforms that content. Give the platforms the content that your audience wants, not what you want. That's the big difference. You're not making the podcast for you, you're making it for your audience. Again, it's about giving value to them. I'm banging on about value, but it's the most important thing. You get that right, you're going to increase your listeners. So tip number 5 is content gaps. Now, again, this comes back to YouTube because we're going to take advantage of that search engine. And this is a way of you finding content gaps that YouTube have. So search terms that people are searching for, but there isn't the content to serve to them. And so you're going to help YouTube solve its own problem of having a gap in its content by putting your content up there. So go to YouTube Studio and then click on Analytics, and you want to go to Research. In Research, type in your search term. click here on where it says all searches and change that to content gaps only and apply that. That's going to give you the content that they have gaps for. And what you want to do is you want to change your search terms. It takes a bit of time to research this, but you will find gaps in YouTube's content that you can fill. And every time someone searches for that, you're more likely to go up in the search rankings. Thank you for watching. Please click and subscribe. Please click the like. Please share it with somebody else who might find it useful as well. Now, I'm the owner of Clarity Video, and one of the things that we do is podcast production. We've got a whole structure called the Content Pyramid, where we create loads of content just out of one recording session. We also have a podcast marketing service. If you want to find out more about that, please click on the link in the description. Otherwise, thank you again for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.